Welcome, friends. How are you? I welcome you to this live broadcast as I'm driving home from work. Since yesterday, that's how some of us work here. Although some people see it as working as slaves, kinda, but it's not a forced slavery. Nobody forced me to work in America. I decided to work in America. I decided to come and work in America. I came to America legally, and I'm working with my papers in America. As I fondly say, I am American by paper. I am Nigerian by force. And I am Biafran by birth. And I mean it, because it's the truth. It is the nature, my truth. Everywhere is quiet, of course. In America, every Sunday, everywhere is quiet because people go to church, especially black people. Most people that work, while most are relaxing in their house and waiting for Sunday game, especially is football season in America. So some people don't play on Sunday like that. They don't play with football. So I decided to work, right? I signed for it. Although they interviewed me and found out I'm qualified, then I signed for it. They gave me my job description and I begin to work. So I am working as a slave, but not as a forced slave, like the slave somebody forced, a slave somebody bought from somebody and forced to work. No, I'm not that kind of slave. I decide where to work. I can quit this job, they can fire me. So my life don't depend on the job. But slave, like when you're talking about slave trade, what they put Africans through. Remember, I titled this Africans and Slavery. And the reason why I titled it, there are some people that are, commenting on the post on that. So I want to clear something. But because many Africans have been miseducated, misinformed about our African history or our African ancestors, like those that are blaming their African brethren that they enslaved them, they sold them into slavery. It is not so. Yes, they sold you, but you're supposed to know on what condition, what happened. They didn't just wake up and sell you into slavery. They weren't selling you into slavery to foreigners before the foreigners came. No, what brought foreigners first in Africa was business, like coming to buy gold, things, the minerals that Africans had. That's what they initially came before they begin to buy human. Our ancestors weren't selling human beings as products or as goods. No, they weren't doing that. But many Africans, or some Africans today, believe our ancestors did that. They never did that. Our ancestors resisted slavery. They fought against slavery. They fought against invasion. When the invaders invaded, our ancestors did not raise up their hands and say, okay, we surrender. No, they fought numerous wars. But they lost. They lost. And when you lose a war, you become what? Slaves to those that won. So they become your captors when you become their captives. That's how it is. So Africans and slaves. And slavery, sorry. And on that post, I asked, I think it's Mr. Lumumba That's the name of the Lumumba Malcolm. I think that's his name. I say, when you think about Africans and the slavery, or Africans selling their brothers and sisters into slavery, I say, think about what you would do under gunpoint. Somebody put gun on your head and ask you to do something, you see you do because you don't want to die. But that doesn't mean everybody will do the same thing. Some people will rather die than do that. But those, our ancestors, you believe that we are selling their brothers and sisters, didn't do it out of their own clear conscience or out of their own will. They were forced because they were defeated, forced, and it made slaves and forced them that if they don't go and bring others, they will be taken. So they went and do that. No, they didn't do that because maybe one God would tell them to do that. And another thing I want you Africans to always be mindful of, yourself. Do you have it in yourself, in your mind, to save your brothers and sisters today? No, you don't. You don't. Yes, you. Can you say your brother, your own brother, that suck the same breast you suck? Can you say that your brother into slavery? Even you fighting with your brother, you know, you don't like it. But you believe your ancestors just decided and accepted to sell their brothers and sisters to white men. No. Think, why is it Africans today, they don't have the type of mind the white men have? Why is it Africans are not invading other people's land as white people still do today? As white people invaded African land. If our ancestors were into slave trade before white men came, our ancestors will also be invading white men's land and selling them into slavery. Our ancestors weren't doing that. Ask yourself, before the white men came, were our ancestors going to church? Today is Sunday. You see how everywhere is quiet. Everybody went to church. Even if you are not a Christian, you have to close your business because who will buy your goods? Christians. So they are in the church. Maybe you open later. Our ancestors didn't have a place they were going to, you know, forcing people that you must come and worship so day. No, they have temples, but they use it as a place of learning. Temples in Egypt. Some go there to worship. But our ancestors have that greatness among them. They never force you to believe what they believe. They never force you to gather where they gather. No. They know you are their fellow human being. You have your own mind. You can think. They want you to know yourself. They were given to learning until some people came and interrupted them, enslaved them, and turned them into beasts. Beasts of the field. Many Africans don't know. When you read your Bible and reading about the beast of the field, you are reading about your African ancestors. That's what they want you to be. Beast of the field, not human being. They see you as beast, not as human being. But you believe, oh, your ancestors were, and you see some of them as they're claiming to be Israelites, reading themselves into the Bible. Oh, the reason why we were enslaved, our brothers sold us into slavery. We are the Israelites. We are coming back. We are the lost tribe. They lost everything. They lost their identity. They lost their brain. They lost everything. They can't even think straight. So if you see your African brother, you become upset at them, you say they sold you into slavery. You are stupid. Even if your brother sell you into slavery, that doesn't mean that he's no longer your brother. He remains your brother forever. The blood is there. You can claim to be European all you want. You can claim to be Jews all you want. You can claim to be Arabs all you want. But the blood in you can never be Jewish. It can never be European. It can never be Arabic. It is African. That is the blood in you. Akebulam, originally. And you know, the reason why we are called Africans today, because they say a man called Africa defeated us. So the one that defeated us, he named us after his name. You see that? And many Africans don't know that. And many of them claim to be men of God. That God called them. But God never told them about their origin, how they became Africans. Who gave them that name? Because Christianity, Islam, Judaism is still slavery institution. They were used to keep Africans mentally slave. It's called mental slavery. And we are the only one that we deliver ourselves, free ourselves from that mental slavery. Why people will not do it for us? Now, we are the one that will do that, and that's what we are doing. We are waking up, and the truth shall prevail. No slavery condition is permanent. It will change. So, for those of you that still believe your ancestors or your brothers sold you into slavery, so you think maybe they did wrong thing to you or all that, but you are free to believe that, you are free to think that. But you have to get the whole story. You have to get to know your true history, the whole history. Know the whole thing, not just part of it. Because half-truth is a lie. Who is oppressing you today? Look at the African leaders. They are like the house slaves who are used against the field slaves. But all of them are slaves. All Africans. Will you say those African leaders are not your brothers anymore because they are puppets to the white men? No, they are still our brothers. But the reason why they are doing what they are doing is because they have been brainwashed, they have been conditioned to do so. And they think they know what they are doing, but they don't. When you rise up to stand up against the system that put them there, they kill you. Which is why you have to fortify yourself. Because before white men defeated our ancestors, they make sure they kill those people that have the African power. They killed them first before they succeeded in using cannon to defeat us. They did not deceive us with a physical fire, but like arm wrestling. No, they have bigger weapon. Anyone that have bigger weapon wins. If you don't have bigger weapon or big weapon, of course, those with the bigger weapon will capture you. They will defeat you and they will tell you how to live, which is happening to us Africans today. So another thing I said to that person in that argument about slavery, African slavery, I said, look at the Igbo tribe in Africa today, the Igbo tribe. They still do the indentured servitude or the indentured servant, but not the one that the master can resell the servant. No, you cannot resell the servant, but you agree with the parents of the child. For the years he will serve you. At the end of that year, you have to settle that child. It's a must. If you don't settle that child, the wrath of the family will always be against you. And there's this thing Africans have. Africans may not say anything, they may not do anything at you, but their mind, once their mind rises against you, you will never succeed. I mean Africans. Look at what is happening to any black man or black woman that started speaking nonsense against Africa. Like those celebrities, Tiger Woods, Serena Williams. Think about them. See what happened to Bill Cosby. You don't speak ill of your brethren, no matter what. Yes, I know Africans are still slaves, but I love Africans more than any other race. Call it racism. It's not. It's standing with my people. Africans have been destroyed, divided, scattered. It's time we begin to claim our... White people stand by themselves. Arabs stand by themselves. Asians stand by themselves. Only Africans are the race that are not standing by themselves. Today, in Nigeria, when it comes to economy, when it comes to money, the people that are standing there today, when it comes to like a mass, is the Igbo tribe. A man that maybe live in the city and make some money, or even in the village, he can take a child from a poor family and train that child in the century. The child will serve, the child will be washing clothes, running errands. Sometimes they may not have enough sleep. If you see those people that went through that, I did not go through that. Me, no, I did not. But I think some of my brothers did, but me, no. All my brothers except me, because I'm special, you know. I'm the firstborn, so I cover them. I cover my brothers. Okay. You need to see what they go through or what they went through in the hand of their master, the master's wife, the master's children. Just for them to serve for that number of years and get settled. They don't want to be sent packing before the year is over. And they work, they labor like slave, but they have hope. But slave in slave trade, they have no hope. Unless the hope of another master buying him, which is the hope that African Christians have today and African Muslims. Their hope of going to heaven. Not the hope of making it in this world, living as a people in this world. No, they are slaves in Christianity, in Judaism, in Islam, waiting for the day God will come and take them to heaven, where they will be free indeed. But here they are not free yet. They are willing to serve here and die just like that. They are willing to be slaves in this world, but after death, in the next life, others in heaven or in paradise, they will enjoy a lot of things, and they believe that bullshit. Many people will look at a servant in Igbo land or that Igbo boy that is serving his master, going very early in the morning to open the store and also close the store in the evening, go to house, draw water, wash everything, wash madam cloth, wash oga cloth, do all that. You know, he's a slave, of course, but not permanently. It's for some time. And his family agreed. You will say the family sold him into slavery. It's not forced slavery. Will that boy be angry against his father or mother? No, because he know he was doing it for the family. But the slave trade, those Africans they enslaved, they gave them no hope. The only hope they gave them is heaven, which is fake hope. Jesus is coming to save you. They put them in the dungeon. That's why when they say Jesus is coming, the boat is not a person. The boat is coming to take you to a better land, because they made Africa hell for Africans. They made Africa hell for Africans. That's why Africans accepted to enter the boat. And we're going about capturing their brethren to enter that boat. That's what you still call today evangelism, crusades. When you're going out saying you are going to win souls, you are winning your brothers and sisters for Jesus. Jesus that doesn't exist, but a ship, a boat, taking your brothers away from their route to another place. So my people, we have to wake up and stop all that bullshit of accusing our ancestors who we don't know our true history. You don't know the whole truth about our ancestors, but you keep believing the nonsense you read in a book or somebody told you. No, nobody can withstand me when it comes to talking about Africa. I don't need any book to tell me about my ancestors. The blood in me speaks to me about my ancestors. And the truth shall prevail. So my brethren, family and friends, I am home now. I want you to consider it. Get to know your true history. Stop believing whatever they tell you. Stop believing those nonsense you're reading in the Bible or in the Quran or Torah. Begin to know, look at yourself. Your blood speaks to you. Your conscience speaks to you. Your body speaks to you. You're supposed to be listening to yourself and stop believing the lies the oppressors, the invaders, the slave masters made up against us, because they miseducated us and they keep misinforming us even through their media. But no matter what happened, the truth shall prevail. The sun will shine again. Peace.